The John LeBang Show has been known to make people laugh, sing, think, scream, throw things in rage, and generally lose their minds. Listener discretion is advised. Liberals uglier than conservatives, rock and roll unraveled with author Derek Shelmerdine, and open lines. That's what's headed your way in this hour of the John LeBang Show. Greetings, my fellow Earthlings. Welcome and salutations. I'm your host, John LeBang, bringing you another 60 minutes of sonic vibrations. Before we get to our guest, Derek Shelmerdine, who will be joining us in the second segment, I wanted to get to this study that, well, I came across this morning and I thought it was very interesting. Apparently, conservatives are more attractive than their liberal friends. And this is a study that was found by a couple of political scholars at Susquehanna University. I guess effects of physical attractiveness goes towards your political leanings. Their findings prove attractive people tend to lean towards the right because they have better social skills and are more popular, competent, and intelligent due to the so-called halo effect, an idea that bias and stereotypes influence the way people judge other people. So what this study is finding out, or found out, is suggesting that everyone who votes for Barack Obama and Hillary, Joe Biden, Bernie Sanders, they're all physically ugly people. And everybody who votes for Donald Trump are physically attractive people. Now, to get to these conclusions, these scholars took figures from 1972, 1974, and 1976 American National Studies survey that asked those taking part in the study to evaluate the appearance of other people. The survey also explored participants' political beliefs, income, race, gender, and education. Of course, back then, there was only two genders. There were male and female. Now, because everybody is so confused about gender, we've got about 427 different genders, depending on how you feel at the moment. They then compared the results with the Wisconsin longitudinal study that explained the characteristics of over 10,000 high school graduates who were rated by others on their level of attractiveness. Bringing everything together, these two political scientists argue a connection between an individual's physical attractiveness and political beliefs. And if you compare Melania to, like, let's say, Michelle Obama. I always make that mistake. When you compare the two, they're, and you're going on pure physical attractiveness, Melania I'm sorry. Nothing against Mrs. Obama over there. She's what, you can't help. I got to get a towel. Can't help that you're a liberal. Now, if this study holds any validity, then we should be able to walk through the mall and pick out liberal people and conservatives at random. Just walk up to them and say, hey, you're gorgeous. You must be a conservative. Stay away from me. You're ugly as hell. You have got to be a liberal, and I don't want to deal with these liberals. Let me give you one little quote from this study. Even though this blind spot may not be universally held and physically attractive individuals do not always have easier lives, because they're saying that attractive people have easier lives. I must be ugly. I must be ugly as sin, according to these guys. But I'm not quite a liberal, so I'm not that ugly, I guess. But anyways, on average, physically attractive individuals face fewer hurdles navigating the social world. I'd like to see pictures of these guys because I'm trying to figure out which side of the political aisle they're on. But, ladies and gentlemen, I want to hear your opinions on this. Do you think a person's physical attractiveness has anything to do with their political biases? You feel free to give us a call on that secret banger hotline. Our first call coming in from Chicago.
Oh, honey, that can't be true by any means. I'm so beautiful, and I got the big natural boobies, not like that this is stupid girl who has all the fakeness in the world. Ain't no skinny runt girl with no boobies gonna be pretty. Them baby daddies love the big and round, so they have substance to grab onto.
Okay, thanks for your call. Up next, we got Shady on the line.
Hey, John, what's going on?
Listen, Shady, you could have just came in the studio.
Oh, well, Leroy had to take me to get some beer.
We've got money for that?
No, but I'm thirsty.
So why are you calling in?
I couldn't agree more with that study. Look at Trump's wife. She's beautiful. You think she's voting for a liberal? No, she voted for Trump.
That's your reasoning?
And then on the other hand, you got Hillary. Let's run down the list of who we know voted for her. First, we got Madonna. That's ugly. Then we got Oprah. She's fat and ugly. Then there's Nancy Pelosi. Super ugly. Let's not forget Dianne Feinstein. Godzilla ugly. And then, of course, there's the please God save me from the ugliness of Rosie O'Donnell. There's so much ugly over there, you'd think it was a gargoyle convention. We're here now, John. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, Shady, thanks for your call. And our next call comes in from Washington, D.C. Donald, what say you?
John, just want to say one thing. My wife is beautiful, John, and her boobs are huge. They're big league, John, big league.
Well, I'll pay more attention next time. Thanks for your call. Now over to Alabama. Chester, you're up next.
I voted for Trump, and I voted for Bush, and I voted for all those Republicans. We got some beautiful people down here, and we all vote for the Republicans. I've been down to the Walmart. There's plenty of ugly girls down there. I can tell you what, they all vote Republican, and they're still ugly.
Okay, thanks for your call. Now to New York City. B. Dillon, you're next.
You know, I've been hanging around with little girls all my life, and I just love them all. They put out a lot better than the pretty girls.
Going out to Colorado. What say you?
Hi, John. Ditzy Stooper here.
Hey, Ditzy, how are you?
John, all the pretty women vote Republican, John.
I don't know if I can agree with that, Ditzy. Madonna doesn't vote Republican. Neither does Beyonce or Scarlett Johansson.
John, have you seen them without makeup? They're the ugliest thing on the planet, John.
You know, I did see Scarlett Johansson in an interview recently, and I have to say, she didn't look all that great with that weird hairdo she's got going.
That's right, John. She just looks good in the movies, John.
But what about Beyonce?
Oh, she's trailer trash, John. And don't get me started on Madonna. She's played with everybody's wiener, John.
All right, Ditzy, we didn't have to go there.
Oh, whatever, John. Bye.
Thanks for your call. Our next call comes from Pennsylvania.
You know you're a sexist pig.
Okay, thanks for your call.
What kind of crappy shit?
All right, out to Dallas. Tex, you're up next.
I'd have to agree with that study. A lot of them don't even like what they were born as, so they go genderize themselves.
Genderize, what does that mean?
Boy, don't you know anything? That's those weird people who ain't happy with their own gender, so they try to change it.
And you guys call them genderize?
Well, it's easier than remembering that stupid acronym.
Well, I can't argue with that.
This time next year, to have 4 more letters to it. They find every weirdo they can and put them all in one category.
All right, thanks for your opinion. Now we're heading out to Florida. Cora.
Listen here, Sonny. They're all ugly. You're ugly. He's ugly. Everybody's ugly. So why don't you just shut up and talk about something important? You stupid idiot.
Okay, thanks for your opinion and your call. Now don't get your panties all worked up.
The John the Bank Show will be right back.
And you'll love it. Check out the new book from Derek Shelmerdine,
Rock and Roll Unraveled.
It tells the story of rock and roll from its roots right up until the mid-70s punk.
Rock and Roll Unraveled.
Not just the music, but also the events that shaped the music.
Rock and Roll Unraveled.
It includes the backgrounds to recording sessions, singles, album releases, births and deaths, epic concerts, and festivals.
Rock and Roll Unraveled.
Shelmerdine has made a painstaking effort to document pretty much every event that would prove significant in shaping popular music.
Rock and Roll Unraveled.
Purchase the book at www.rockandrollunraveled.com. Follow him at Twitter at R&R Unraveled and look him up on Facebook at Rock and Roll Unraveled.
Rock and Roll Unraveled.
By author Derek Shelmerdine.
Available now. You're listening to the John LeBang Show.
It's better than some Thai stick, man.
Yes, and I bet you're loving it.
Hey, pass that over.
All right, Leroy, let's go get me some beer. Okay, Uncle Shady.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi there. Listen here, lady, he's not your type, so leave him alone. Why did you say that, Uncle Shady? Listen here, Leroy, she voted for Hillary, so you don't want any of that. I don't understand, Uncle Shady. Didn't you listen to John on the way over here? No, I wasn't paying attention. Listen here. She's ugly. That means she voted for Hillary. I don't understand, Uncle Shady. Ugly people vote for Hillary. Oh, I didn't hear that. Well, you better pay attention more often. You wind up getting one of those, they'll feminize you worse than the fairy. You want me to hold the door open for you, Uncle Shady? Listen here, Leroy, I'm a grown man. I don't need you to open the door for me. All right, let's see what kind of beer they got in this joint. Oh, look, Uncle Shady, they got a new bag of chips here. I don't think we got money for chips, Leroy. I got 50 cents, Uncle Shady. Well, at least they got some good beer. Uncle Shady, the last time you had that, you got really drunk. What's your point, Leroy? I don't have a point, Uncle Shady. Well, then quit interrupting me.
What do you want?
Well, I'd like to buy this case of beer, yeah?
Who'd you vote for?
Who'd I vote for? What does that got to do with anything?
Well, I do not sell any beer to racists.
Listen, you voted for Hillary, didn't you?
Yes, I did vote for Hillary.
See, Leroy? More proof that study is right. I don't understand, Uncle Shady. Look at how ugly he is.
Get out of my store right now. Get out. Get out right now.
Listen here, buddy. I can't help it you're ugly. Blame that on your mama. She's probably ugly, too.
Get out. Get out of my store.
Listen, I'll leave. Just let me buy the beer.
No beer for you. None. Zero. None.
I'm a paying customer.
I don't want your money.
What do you mean? It's the same kind of money everybody else got.
I don't want your money.
You want a fist? I can give you one of them.
Get out of my store right now, or I call 911.
Uncle Shady, let's go. Don't let me meet you on the street, buddy.
If you don't leave, I will call the police.
Why don't you call immigration?
I am calling the police.
I don't care if you call the United Nations. You're still ugly.
Get out. Get out of my store right now.
Whatever, chump. Uncle Shady, let's go before we get in trouble. All right, Leroy, all right. You're lucky my nephew's here. What was his problem, Uncle Shady? Oh, he's not riding ahead, Leroy. I don't understand, Uncle Shady. He's ugly and he voted for Hillary. He's just mad his life sucks. Now let's get back in the car. John's got that rock and roll guy coming on in a minute, and I don't want to miss it. Okay, Uncle Shady.
Bye.
Ugly, ugly, ugly. You're listening to the John LeBang Show.
Join the radio revolution right here.
It's better than some good Thai stick, man.
Yes, I would like some too.
I think of myself more as a song and dance man, you know.
The only reason that we are still together is that the subtlety of delicate change in the music.
Some of it's old, some of it's new, something borrowed, something brown.
It's the sea of a band that wears makeup, and you've got snakes, and you've got guillotines, and you've got really hard rock, Detroit rock and roll.
All those groups and people that started off when we were starting off are all still going.
It's funny how many times rock and roll's been dead. Yeah, how many times people have said it's been dead, it just keeps coming back like a bloody phoenix.
Rock and roll!
Welcome, Derek Shelmerdine, our great friend and contributor, with another episode of Rock and Roll Unraveled. Hello, Derek.
Hi, John. It's great to be with you again, mate.